Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm so glad today to be here at Barry Walker's Nationwide Insurance right here on Bellevue Avenue. We're really kind of across, if you're new to the area, the best way I can tell you where we are is we're kind of catty-cornered here from the Dublin-Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce. You can see it right over here. As a matter of fact, you're looking at it right now, right across the street there on the screen. So you see the Dublin-Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce, and now you see outside of Nationwide Insurance right here on Bellevue Avenue. I have with me today Christy Sims, and first of all, Christy, I know you're busy. I had to wait a little while on you. You're on the phone, you're doing business, things going on, but thank you so much for taking just a few minutes to talk with me.
Thank you for coming. We're excited.
And don't she look so good? You look like Nationwide Insurance. This is, I mean, I'm gonna have to get her after this. You mind doing a few commercials for me?
We can do that.
Well, good. See,
awesome.
I mean, boy, this is great cooperation. You know, and that's what you get when you walk in the door here at Nationwide Insurance. Beautiful smile. Miss Walker's here a lot. You got people everywhere, and just a great place to come in. And Christy, I want to talk about, first of all, your beautiful family. And Robbie has what really the ABCs in his life, don't he?
You're absolutely correct. He calls us his ABCs. So we've got 3 children, Austin, Ashley, and Blake, and of course I'm the C, so he calls us his ABCs for life.
Okay, Austin's at Georgia Southern.
He is. He's upcoming junior at Georgia Southern. Mm-hmm. He recently stepped down from being the mascot, so he was Gus for 3 years. Ashley is now over at Oconee, here local, entering into the nursing program, and Blake is going to the 2nd grade at Northwest.
Wow, wow. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles.
Yeah, we all love Georgia Southern. I don't care if you're a Bulldog fan or a Georgia Tech fan, we pull for Georgia Southern. It's just our team here.
Hail Southern.
That's right.
That's right.
In our neck of the woods. Speaking of Georgia, Robbie's involved at Georgia somewhat, isn't he?
He is. So my husband does field security work for Georgia. So all of the home games, you will likely see him running around with his little earpiece and his security team out on the field. He's done that for about 10 years now, and he really enjoys it, loves Georgia. We've got a little bit of a house divided. We cheer for Southern, we cheer for Georgia.
Hey, and you know, there's nothing like family, is there?
Nothing like family.
Yeah, it is.
This is the greatest thing that I could ever imagine.
Yeah, amen. I agree with you. And I know you agree with us, and that's the kind of family you get here. Mr. Walker started so many years ago, and I tell the story all around town. Mr. JB, he was one of them people. You know, some people across the street, not to talk with you, Mr. JB, if he saw me at the mall or downtown, we're going to holler at each other. He's going to cross the street. He always did to speak to me,
right.
and not speak to me, talk.
Talk.
Because all of you know me, I'm going to talk. Mr. JB's going to talk. So hey, we had a good hour conversation, basically like we had here the other day when we were talking.
That's right.
So. And I just want to throw that in. Never be too busy, y'all, to stop and speak, because we live in that kind of community. Stop and speak to, because so many people don't have anybody. They maybe have outlived their family or different situations, family off in a distance, but we're all family here in Dublin and Lawrence County, and that's one good thing. I know you worked for Geico for 18 years.
I did.
And, great company, but you was traveling back and forth to Macon,
Yes.
and I know you missed some things.
Yeah.
And those days are over, aren't they?
Those days are over. The commute has gotten a lot shorter.
Yeah.
You know, Geico is a great company, and they provided for my
Yes.
family for a very long time. But looking back on it and driving every day for over an hour each way, you do tend to put things on the back burner, and things come into really big perspective when your kids are growing up and going off to college, and now you're looking back thinking, man, I wish I had just taken, you know, a little bit more time. I wish I'd had that time to go back in. I would love to go back and relive those baby years with my little ones.
Well, and I say it again, there's nothing like family, and you're our family. You know it. We talk a lot, phone, Facebook, email, different things. But let's talk automobile insurance. I want to pin you down on some things. You know, and I know all of us feel this way. Insurance rates seem to be going up across the board. I don't care who you with, insurance rates are going up.
They are.
You know, I've not had a ticket in 35 years. I wear my seatbelt. I drive the speed limit. I've not had an accident, thank God, because you just never know. I don't care how good you drive, you can be in an accident.
Right.
That's why they call them accidents, I guess. But insurance rates are going up. Why is that?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of factors that go into it. So unfortunately, Georgia has seen an increase in our accidents across the board statewide. And it doesn't exclude us here. Even though we're a small town and a smaller community, we're seeing more and more accidents. Well, these accidents are also increasing in the severity of those accidents. We're seeing a lot more fatalities. It's very sad to hear that we're increasing on not just the accidents, but the frequency and the severity causing fatalities. And a lot of this comes from distracted driving, not paying attention. Looking at the cell phone just 1 second can take your eyes away from the roadway just long enough for you to look back up and now you've hit a car. So I think that a lot of factors go into this, but because we are seeing such an increase in the severity and the frequency of these accidents, it's the weight of that is being distributed to all residents that drive and all residents that carry this insurance. By law, you have to carry it. Mm-hmm. So when we think about liability coverages, and liability is just the coverages that actually take care of anyone else's property, their person, but it is a requirement in the state of Georgia. So some of the things that we like to really talk about are, yes, the rates are going up. It is something that we're seeing across the board in every insurance company, industry-wide. But I really want to talk about some of the things that we can do to combat that.
Good.
Some of the things that we can do, just like you said, you're wearing your seatbelt, you're being more attentive. Put the cell phone down. Let the cell phone take a back burner, arrive alive. Maintain a safe speed. Don't brake really hard. Don't accelerate really fast. And then some of the other things that we can really look at to see, how can we find some discounts. Take a defensive driving course. I know a lot of people think that that's just for old people. But that's for everybody. Anybody that's going to be driving, I do feel that this is a benefit.
Oh my, that's great.
It is. It's a great discount. And once you complete the course, you get a 3-year discount for your insurance.
I'm liking it. We're already saving money. Keep talking,
Already talking
Christy.
money. So I do want to plug AARP. So even if you're not a member of AARP, you can go onto their website and take a defensive driving course online. So you can start and stop it, kind of have this relaxed atmosphere, complete the course at your own pace and in the comfort of your own home. During the month of June, they are actually offering a special, and for the whole month, you can get 30% off of that driving course. So it'll knock it down a couple more dollars and make it a little bit more easy, on the pocketbook to get that course done and then obtain that certificate at the end.
But you get a 3-year savings.
You do get a 3-year savings.
Oh my goodness, I'm doing that this weekend. What else? Boy, I'm loving this.
So some of the things that Nationwide offers are our affinity groups. And those are, any organization can become an affinity. We have to have a request by that organization to become a membership, and we can offer discounts. So we do offer a Georgia Southern affinity discount. So if you're affiliated with Georgia Southern, come by and let us know so we can add these discounts to your policy, because those are great ways for us to reduce bills. So we're looking at anything and everything, and our affinity list changes, of course, often with the growth and the usage of those affinities. But we look for ways to reduce down your bill all the time, and that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on. One of the other things is having, if you've got your autos with us, why not let us try to get your homeowners as well and get a multi-line discount? So there's a lot of options there. We look at several different things. Of course, we want to look at your coverages and make sure that you're adequately covered to protect you and your family in the event of that accident. So those are some of the biggest things that we look at.
So, but in these discounts, there's so many. You mentioned just one. There's, talking to Barry the other day, there's so many of these that, and I'm thinking here, you've been with the same company because we don't change insurance, a lot of us, my age. When you've had something for 35 years, like I have, and a lot of you have, even more. But what I'm hearing is I need to pull them policies out.
You do.
I need to review them, because not just take that increase every year, say in my case, because every year it goes up. I don't know why. The cars are getting older. The house is getting older. I'm getting older. But nothing's changed, no claims,
and
so we need to change.
Right. But think about the cost of vehicles these days. So if you go out and purchase a brand new full-size truck, for instance, in our area, how much do you think that truck's going to run?
50 grand.
So if it's totaled out in the event of an unlikely accident, how much do you think it's going to cost to replace that vehicle?
Yeah. And plus, if you owe anything on it, if I paid 50 grand, it sure ain't worth 50 grand.
Right.
Even if I drive it off the lot like
And then
that,
have an
it's not
accident.
worth what I just paid for it. That's just
Exactly.
the market. It's nothing to do with a car dealer. I'm not saying that. The market dictates
Right.
that, not the automobile dealers. So even in that case, you need gap insurance. Then you can direct us on
Right.
things like that.
Right.
And you say, what is gap insurance? Call the number on your screen. Anything we're talking about here today, jot down your notes, whatever. But call Christy. The number's right there. We're going to leave it up. But call and say, hey, what is this gap insurance James keeps talking about? Because that protects you in the event. Don't drive off the lot till you call Christy at Nationwide and say, hey,
Make sure you got that coverage.
transfer my insurance to this 2010 fill in the blank, whatever it is. And then put that gap insurance on it. And if you do pull out and you're the safest driver in the world, like I feel like I am now, but you're covered.
You are.
And you will replace that vehicle,
Right.
Don't matter what it costs.
Correct.
You will replace that vehicle.
You're only going to be subject to your deductible, and a deductible is just the portion of insurance that you're going to choose to be self-insured for.
That's right. And we pick that.
We do. We
You
allow
know,
our
that's right.
customers, and we want you guys to be involved with that. So that's
Yes.
something that you need to feel comfortable based on your own family's budget as to how much you are able to take out and pay for in the event of covered loss.
Another thing I heard, don't text and drive. I mean, and I have done it years ago. I was guilty as charged. I'm fortunate enough now, I do have a hands-free in my car who I can speak to. It's amazing what these cars do now. I just tell it what to do. But, if you answer a text today, you reach down to your phone and you just hit it and look at it. The industry, Highway Safety Institute tells me it takes 3 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, you just traveled the length of a football field, 100 yards. If I told you, and I'm gonna blindfold you, and you're gonna drive down this football field with all these obstacles in it, you would never do it. So don't text and drive. Well, think about what I'm saying. You're blind for 100 yards. You're blind. That's scary.
It is scary.
Kids coming out, riding bicycle, car pull out that you wouldn't expect, whatever, it don't matter. You run off the road. And that's why I don't do it anymore. And like I said, I am preaching to you, but I have been guilty of those things, but I want to live, y'all. I want you to live. And that's what some of these things you're mentioning here that Nationwide and here at Barry Walker Insurance and so many things. And Barry, Christy, these people, Barry and I have been friends for years. I know he wants the best for you, for your family. And you're going to treat them just like it's Austin and Ashley and Blake.
Every
Because
day.
we are family.
They are.
We're family. So automobile insurance, pull them out. That's my whole thing. Let's pull them out.
Yes.
Let's review them and bring them by here. And we're sitting here now by Christy's desk. She'll lay them all out here.
We will.
And
We'll go through everything line by line.
that's right. Barry and I talked about a policy the other day. I want to talk about amazing. I had him run me. It's amazing what he gave me. I've read every bit of it. It's like 20 pages. But I read every bit of it. It's a long-term care. This thing, I've never heard anything like it. And I want you to, and I know about it now because Barry's done educated me. And then I went home and read he gave me homework. How about that? He gave me what's an insurance agency give me homework for? It was for me and my family. Because and you say, well, I'm 57, I got a long way to go. No, I don't. What if I'm in that car wreck we talked about? What if my wife needs to take care of me at home every day and I'm getting that money? But please, I'm excited about it. And I could tell all about it, but I want you to tell about the long-term care.
So this is a relatively new product for Nationwide. This is it's called Care Matters, and it is intended for that long-term care in the unexpected event that you have to have some sort of assisted living or long-term everyday in and out care, and that coverage, it's amazing. You can take it out as young as 40. It's a pretty relatively easy process going through the application. You answer some questions and make sure you meet the qualifications, which is pretty easy to do. It's pretty quick. And then that coverage is good in the unlikely event you ever need it. It's also going to give a life policy in there as well. So you've got a lot of added benefit and protection that sometimes you won't find. That long-term care, it can come into play when sometimes we don't think it would ever be needed. So if you're planning on having a birthday, after the age of 40, I really highly recommend that this is an option that you think about for you and your family. I mean, when you start thinking, okay, well, I'm 57, I've had some sort of traumatic event happen and I need round-the-clock care, what is my family going to do?
Yeah.
How are they going to respond? Are they going to be able to continue working? Are they going to continue to be in school? Are they going to continue to be able to maintain their own life? And how are they going to feel about taking care of me or having someone else to have to come in and take care of me?
Yeah.
So the Care Matters is an excellent choice for anybody who's planning on having another year birthday every year.
Yep. And we got to take a break, but hey, don't go nowhere, because the best part of this policy I want to talk about next. Now, you give some great benefits, and I love everything you said, but the best part of this policy, I want you to go on. If you got to get something to drink, go to the bathroom, go on now. We're going to take a 2 or 3 minute break, and I want you to stay with us. And I got to tell you my favorite part of the whole thing. Y'all know I'm a tightwad. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
A lot of people don't know that Nationwide Insurance is the largest farm insurer in the country. Example, this tractor. There's multiple ways to cover your equipment. It is replacement cost, actual cash value, insuring the GPS system on it. In addition to tractors, we also cover any implements that you would like to cover. Like this front end loader as a value added to your tractor or on its own. A lot of times, the only way we will insure a farm is if we come to your site. We're going to walk it, we're going to talk it, we're going to find out what you do and what your interests are. We're going to customize it so that you get full benefit with the broadest coverage that's available on the market today. A lot of people find out at the time of a claim that they were not properly covered. That is my worst fear. So we make sure going in that you are covered properly. Don't forget to insure your sprayer. A lot of people say, I rode by and didn't see you at your office. That's because I was probably on a farm.
Hi, I'm Christy Sims with Barry Walker Insurance Agency right here in Dublin, Georgia, your nationwide agent. And I want to invite you to come by 1009 Bellevue Avenue and let's talk saving you some money. If you're like me and my family, we need to save as much money as we can. And with insurance rates going up everywhere, it's time to take out that policy and let's get it reviewed. So call me now at 272-6010 and put me to work, putting more money in your family's pocket. I'm Christy Sims and I want to work for you. Always remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about long-term care, and I got to tell you, Christy, one of my favorite parts, you talked about some good stuff, and it's all good, but you know, I pay into things, I buy things, you know, car insurance, the money's gone. Now we have to have it, I know it's the law, and that's why a lot of us have it, it's the law. If we didn't, you know, some people, I'd have to have it because that peace of mind is just, peace of mind. It's the best thing about it, because you know, insurance, you don't ever want to use it, but hey, I want it there.
I want it there
if I need it. That's right. But you never lose your money. Every dime I pay in, you only pay in for 10 years. So let's say it's $200 a month, $300 a month, $400, whatever it is. On me, at my age, it was very inexpensive, I would tell you that. You only pay in for 10 years, you're done. You don't lose the money. It's your money in there.
That's right.
Is that incredible?
It's an amazing product. You know, I wish that this had come out 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
How do they do this? That's what's crazy. I don't care how they do it. Nationwide's on your side. I can tell you on this right here.
You're absolutely correct. One of the things that we really like about that Care Matters is that, you know, a lot of times we don't want our loved ones being cared for by someone other than us. And that's the good thing about this Care Matters too, is that you can actually utilize the funds that you've already paid for that 10-year period and pay a friend, a family member, and you know, just like they're still getting an income because of the care that you're receiving
Yes.
is going to be from them. So you can transfer those funds in different ways. Of course, you could use hospice or living, you know, a living facility or an in-house, outhouse. They can do a lot of different functionality, and those benefits can be transferred that way to pay for someone that maybe you would feel more comfortable being with.
Care matters.
Care matters.
Care matters. Numbers on the screen, I'm telling you, this is a wonder. You need to just get the information. You can't make a decision without information.
You need to educate yourself.
You need to come by. So,
Yes.
you know, here at Barry Walker's Insurance, nationwide, it's just not a place you buy car insurance. I mean, it's so much more. And we're going to talk about some more of that during the show, but so many ways that that they can help here. And you just have to come in and sit down. It don't take long. Come in, let them lay it all out for you. Barry and I talked about the long-term care the other day. I was in his office. 15 minutes, maybe. No, we talked longer than that, you know me, but 15 minutes. He had explained it to me, gave me homework to take home. Went home, me and my wife. She couldn't believe it. I said, "Honey, no, I'm telling you."
It's true.
It is. And you know, sometimes things that are, in my mind, too good to be true, because to me it is one of them things that I'm not losing any money.
You're not going to lose any money.
If I never
penny is
use
going
it,
back into your care.
If I never use it, I can get that money back. And you know, I'm 57, it's paid up at 67, and if, you know, at 70 or 75, I want to pay for my grandson, granddaughter's education, whatever. Give the money to whatever. I mean, that money's there. It's available.
There. Yes.
Good gracious, man. I'm loving that. All kind of insurance here. That's just one kind. Even pet insurance.
Pet insurance since
How in the
1982.
world? Since 1982, Nationwide has offered pet insurance. Tell me about that. I mean, I got to know about that.
So we do. You know, a lot of us have fur babies, and part of our family becomes our fur babies. You know, I
yes.
mean, a lot of people really depend on that bond that they have, and they're not just a pet. These are people's families. They are extended members of their family. So we do want to take care of our fur babies too. We've offered that coverage since 1982, and it offers an array of benefits up to and including great veterinary care. But think about it. We transport our pets to and from the vets. We take them with us on vacation. They go with us, you know, sometimes I've seen a pet, you know, coming in and out of Home Depot here in Dublin, not just service animals.
No.
So we're talking about, you know, we've got an opportunity to add that coverage for our loved ones that are fur babies.
They're part of the family.
They are part of the family.
Another thing part of the family is our motorcycles.
My husband used to have a motorcycle.
I'm telling you, I don't personally have one, but I have friends that have one. They're personalized. It's them, you know, and a lot of my friends have more than one motorcycle.
Yes.
So, and I know you can insure up to, I think, 10 bikes.
10
can't you?
bikes. We will be glad to write up a policy for you for whatever is going to benefit you the most. We also have an affinity discount for certain motorcycle clubs that people could be a part of. And so if you do have a motorcycle, you have a cycle policy, we want to know about what kind of clubs and organizations you're hooked to so that we can actually give you that benefit off of your motorcycle coverage.
I keep hearing affinity. You got to ask about that. Affinity. Affinity.
That's correct.
Affinity is so important. There's so many discounts there. It's just it's great that here at Barry Walker's Nationwide Insurance, they have these tools for you, and it's exciting. You can't get this at a lot of places. I'm telling you, people want to sell you something. They want to sell you a product. That's not what it's about here.
No.
Nobody's wanting to sell you nothing. We want to offer you the right things for your family, for the bikes or the condos or the pets or the RVs or your boats and I could just go on and on with the list.
All the way to the farm.
Yeah, all the way to the farm. Y'all do a lot of farm business.
We do. We are the #1 farm and agriculture
Yes.
writer in the state of Georgia.
Absolutely. I know a lot of you like Farm Bureau and products like that, but I'm telling you, Nationwide Insurance insures more farms, and there's so many aspects, combines and machinery, even the cattle.
Even the cattle.
That's you know, if your cattle gets struck
Loose.
by lightning,
If they get loose, if
yeah,
they,
bit by a rattlesnake. I'm just throwing things out there that happen.
Right.
that's covered. I mean, that's just incredible because we all know what a cow is worth. I mean, a bull is worth.
Right.
You know, it's just incredible. Hey, if you bought meat lately, you know, that's just one piece of meat. You know, think about the whole cow. But even the vehicles, not just on the farm. I know you're thinking about just on the farm, but, you know, the farmer has a 2015 whatever.
Right, because they're not going to drive the tractor
That's right.
in town to dinner. So, yeah, we're going to look at everything in regards to the household, the farm, the farm equipment, the livestock, whatever they've got, even down to their planted ponds.
Yeah. Things we don't think of, and that's the thing. Have you learned anything during this conversation with Christy Sims? I'm telling you, I have. Or every time I talk to Barry Walker, I come out a smarter person, you know, by being educated by someone in the field. Experts, I'll just go ahead and say it. They're experts in the insurance field and banking products. I mean, like I said earlier, it's just not a place you come to buy car insurance. Banking products.
Products.
Tell me about banking products.
So we offer a lot of financial services as well. Banking products down to loans. If you needed to purchase something, we've got a financial product to suit you. We also offer retirement benefits. You know, we want to look to see how can we help you beyond just your working years. How are we going to help you set up for your retirement and beyond? So financial needs from banking loans to handling any of your finances, home auto, we want to look at everything and kind of give you that, hey, you've not only just hit the driving age, but you've hit the life age in regards to how you're going to handle your future.
Wow. You'll finance my car.
We could.
You'll put the gap insurance on it.
We sure can.
You'll insure it.
We will.
Is that easy?
It's
Yeah,
pretty
banking products, that is really a good thing. And one of the first things I notice in Christy's office when I come up here, it says, is your insurance keeping up with your life? You know, think about what that says. You know, that's a powerful statement.
It is.
Things are not like they were back in the 60s and 70s. It's just different. Y'all know this world has changed and the insurance industry has changed. So if your insurance has went up, I'm telling you, you need to come to Nationwide. And farmers, listen to me now. You over in Johnson County, Truthman, you're watching us right now, Lawrence County. This is and I looked at some rates with Barry. Your insurance rates with Nationwide here at Barry Walker is 50% cheaper than anybody else out there. That's incredible.
Yep.
50%.
It's huge.
Christy, you got to be writing a lot of policies, I'm telling you. 50%, listen to me guys, women, girls, boys, 50% cheaper. Whatever you're paying. I know you see all this mess on television. Oh, we can save you this. I get it in the mail every day, just about $400 this cheaper. But these are facts. These are not throwing bait and switch out. This is not. You know, I'm not on here doing anything other than what we're supposed to do. But 50%, Christy, that's a lot of money. 50% on
our farm and agriculture.
Yes.
And we love to see our 4-H in our communities and FFA, FHA. We really love to get involved with that. So we definitely love to write the farms. We have Cannon, Warnock here in our office and Bo down in Tifton. They'll go out and see your farm. They'll come out and meet you personally if we need to get out there and talk with you. Just give us a call.
Wow.
We can help you out with that.
Wow. We got to take a break, but you just moved up a notch. A former FFA member, trust me. We support here at Nationwide Insurance, Barry Walker Insurance. We support our FFA, our young farmers, our farmers. We support you, and I'm telling you, save some money. Come in and, you know, basically, I'm telling you, you need to switch insurance agencies on this farm. You got to, because it will save you money. I'm telling you. Stay with us. We got more to come. We'll be back right after this.
A lot of people don't know that Nationwide Insurance is the largest farm insurer in the country. Is your irrigation or your equipment insured at actual cash value, or is it insured at replacement cost? How will the actual cash value actually be determined? By market value, which you can buy a used piece of equipment on the market for, or at some formula your insurance company has come up with? Replacement cost. Is it at what it would have been at the current model or the new model? Don't find out at the time of a claim. Call us and let us go through it with you to help make sure that your insurer getting the most value for your dollar. Are your barns, equipment sheds, other structures covered properly? Is your livestock? Is your chemical in storage? Are your fuel tanks, your nitrogen tanks? Are all these items covered? Have you ever been asked? That's what we do when we come to your farm, because we're on your side. Nationwide and Walker Insurance is on your side.
Hi, I'm Christy Sims with Barry Walker Insurance Agency right here in Dublin, Georgia, your nationwide agent. I've spent the last 18 years at Geico Insurance in Macon, and I am so glad to be serving you here and all the people in Dublin. No matter what you need, I'm here to serve you with any of your insurance retirement needs, from your auto to your homeowners to your boat, RV, motorcycle, or pet. That's right, folks. Nationwide has been helping pet owners provide optimal veterinary care since 1982. So call me now and I'll work hard to make sure that you and your family and all your pets are covered. I'm Christy Sims and I want to work for you. Always remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Christy Sims at Barry Walker, Nationwide Insurance here on Bellevue Avenue, if you're just joining us and don't know where Barry Walker is. We're right across from kind of catty-corner from the Dublin-Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce, and it's really here on Bellevue. If you're coming from the mall area, it's where, to me, all the lanes, you know, it's wide lanes, and then if you headed into town, it all comes into two lanes there. So you all know, trying to fit into that sometime, you know exactly what we're talking about. So as you try to fit into that, just take a left if you go into town, take a right if you go into the mall, and we're right here on the corner. You can't miss it. The Nationwide sign's out front. You're looking at it right now, the outside. So as you come by, look for the Nationwide sign. The color blue, basically like Christy's got on. So don't you love that? I mean, I got a Nationwide girl here with me just educating me today. And you know, one thing we hadn't talked about, Christy, that's near and dear to me is my home.
Yes.
And my property. And I have outer buildings, and we have shelters and things like that, all of us, that you don't think about sometime, but I want that under my homeowners. Talk about homeowners.
So, you know, homeowners is not a requirement to have insurance by law per se. If you're purchasing a new home, they're going to require that you have that insurance on there when you close on your home, of course. But, you know, some of our older homes that have been paid off for many years, they may not have that homeowners. But homeowners is, in my mind, just as important as our auto and or any other of our policies. So homeowners insurance to me is that protection that your house is going to be covered, your contents are going to be covered, your other structures are going to be covered. You know, in the event of that covered loss, what are you going to do? So I think homeowners is extremely important, just because that's where you live. That's where you go home to every day. And think about that disruption. So if you ever had a loss, think about, you know, we just had these storms come in from the tropics. These people have lost homes. So we're looking at, okay, they've lost the entire house. How are they going to recover? Well, that's where your homeowners insurance comes from.
Where are you going to stay? Where are you going to... we helped people last year when we had the hurricane. That's right. They come and stayed at our church, and these people had lost their homes. They had no, you don't think about it. Your toothbrush, you know.
Gotta wash a load of clothes.
Yes.
Go into your refrigerator in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's a total loss. But, okay, so, in the contents, we have guns, we have jewelry.
Watches.
Yes, we have
What
things.
about your camera that you use to take all your family photos on?
Yeah.
There's so many things that we collect and we bring in, not just that we, you know, collect, but things that we use on an everyday basis. So your personal property and your contents, kind of think of it like you pick up your house, turn it upside down and shake it out, everything that's not permanently attached. That's your personal property. That would be everything that would be in the house. And so you need to think about it. Do I have coverage to replace everything in my household? And that's your furniture, your couch, your beds, your, you know, all those things that you put in your house.
My four-wheeler, you know, I mean, those things, I mean, think about having to replace them.
Right. And so homeowners protection and that coverage is so important, and making sure that you've got the right amount of coverages in the event of that total loss. Are you going to be able to rebuild the house for what it would cost in today's market? So that's also important, to make sure that you've got enough coverages. Again, you get to select your deductible amount. you know, and keep in mind, the higher your deductible, the lower your premium's going to be, and vice versa. So if you have a really low deductible, you can expect your premium's going to be a little bit higher to kind of offset. We love to offer our homeowners those discounts for those renovations. We have a lot of customers, and a lot of our customers don't realize that they've done that roof repair in the last 12 months, and that's a huge discount on their homeowners. So when they call in and when people are asking about homeowners, I'm asking every time, like, have you done any renovations to your home? And I know people think that that's sometimes a strange question, but I want to know, like, should I be giving you a discount for that new heating and air unit you just put on, or you just replaced your roof? You've just increased the value of your home. I want to give you that discount. So there's a lot of discounts that we actually offer, and we love to pair up those discounts with our homeowners coverages. But we also just think about the simplicity of having your home security system. I know we've got a home security system, but that's a huge discount for you by just contacting us and letting us know that we can update that, whether it's ADT or Fluent or whoever it is. You bring us that little certificate, we put it on file, we go ahead and apply that discount. Sometimes that can be a huge savings.
Wow. Discount. I keep hearing that word. Discount, discount, discount. Affinity. You know, think about, I mean, we're going back, and I've read about it a lot this past week, Affinity. And there's so many, way more than we can talk about right now.
Way more.
But the discounts and you know, and I keep listening to you, all the things, and you hit some things that we have actually done on our property the last year. So have you thought about that? Have you thought about when you replace that heat pump or the roof or whatever? Because a lot happens in a year. You know, think about your last year, and I was reliving it as Christy talked, the past year in my life and me and my wife's life, the things we've done. So a lot does happen in a year. And think about in the last year in your life. You need to come by and get with Christy. I'm telling you, because so many things happen.
It does. Sometimes we just get so busy with life, I think we forget.
That's right.
And okay, well, I just put in a new heating and air unit. My first thought, I guess, just as a regular consumer, would not be, well, I should call to see if I'm going to get a discount on my homeowners.
Yeah.
So not only are you going to get that benefit for your taxes, but you're also going to get that benefit for your homeowners insurance.
Well, we are now.
We are now.
Nationwide is on your side. And,
yes.
And I don't want you to leave me right now, so I won't sing it to you. But I've been singing it all morning. I was singing it when I come in the office this morning. But
he's a good singer.
But Nationwide is on your side. Barry Walker Insurance here. Been here, I'm going to say forever. Nothing's been here forever. But Mr. J.B.
Since 1973.
Oh, my gosh. Just a wonderful family. A wonderful family to come in and do business with, and with Christy here, and you've heard a lot about what we're talking about. Just so much going on here, but we want you to come in. The number's on the screen. You can call. Just drop in.
Just drop
That's
in.
what I do. I just pull up, get out of the car, and come in. Tell us about the staff. That's what I want to know. The people here are just wonderful, but from the time, and you done brought somebody from Geico with you.
We did. So we've got, it's a smaller agency
That's
as
right.
far as our staffing numbers, but we are here to serve. So
Hey.
as soon as you come in the door, you're going to meet Miss Jean. This is Mr. Barry Walker's mom.
Yes.
She is an amazing woman.
She is beautiful. Let me
just
tell you.
amazingly beautiful, and
What
inside and out.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. She is beautiful. We were talking this morning. I love to talk to Miss Jean. She is a beautiful woman, beautiful, loves this agency.
She
Her
does.
heart's here. I listened to her helping people this morning, and I just had to interrupt. I just love Miss Jean.
Everybody's name. She meets you one time and she knows your name, and
Yeah.
you're forever etched into her heart. And so Miss Jean is going to be the first person you typically will see when you come in. We've got 2 of our personal line agents. That's our home, auto, boat, things like that. Anything other than commercial and farm on our personal lines. So you'll come to see either Emily Cottrell or Judy Scott, and those are our 2 licensed property personal lines agents. And then we've got our farm and agriculture. So Cannon Warnock is here. He travels a good bit, just out looking at those farms and lands, things like that. We've also got Vicki Shepard. She's handling our commercial lines. And then we've got Marvin Tarpley. He comes in every day. Anything we need as far as, running and grabbing a photo of property or running errands, things like that. He is our guy. He has been kind of with the Nationwide family for about 40 years.
Yeah.
And religiously comes in every day, hardest worker ever.
Yeah.
We've also got 2 staff members up in our Milledgeville area. We've got Jennifer Harville and Donna Moore. What's funny is that Donna Moore actually used to work at Geico, and now our newest agent, Emily Cottrell, is also from Geico. So we've got a lot of great things happening. We've also got Bo down in our Tifton area working more on our farm and agriculture side as well.
Wow.
So.
We cover it all. We cover it all here at Nationwide. You've heard us today, and if you just join us, we do cover it all. Your pets, your cattle, your farm, your auto, your condos, your boats, your motorcycles.
Whatever you can think of.
Yes.
Any toy you can
More
think
than
of.
I got, yeah. Your golf carts around the house, your four-wheeler, you know. And we all have those different things, and we want them covered. We never plan on something bad happening, but
I sure want to know it's there.
that peace of mind, once again, that I talked about earlier. But just a wonderful staff here.
You're going to feel like you've entered into a family. I mean, it really
It
is.
is.
I mean, these are family members that I just get the pleasure of coming to see every day.
Yes, absolutely. Christy Sims, you want to call her. Her numbers are right there on the screen. You just call her here. Hey, text, call, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You got a problem, it's our problem here at Barry Walker's Nationwide Insurance. And the last thing before we go, Christy, this family, and that's what it is, this family, as you said, Barry, Mr. JB, Miss Jean, and right on through all the list of names, we support the community here.
Very much so.
It don't matter what it is, you know, football, basketball, the FFA, the 4-H club, the bands, the churches, we support, you know, and that's the whole thing. And that's why you want to do business with a family like this, so they can do these things, because if we don't do business locally and do business with families like at Barry Walker Nationwide Insurance, you can't support these things. So by you doing business at a business like this, you're supporting the community.
And you're growing our community.
Yes, absolutely. And we live in we're truly green and growing.
Yes.
And we're truly a growing community. And that's because of businesses like this. But Christy, I really appreciate you joining us today. I know I've kept you a little while here, but this is important.
It is, and it was my pleasure to get a chance to, you know, coming from Macon and then moving down back home where we live. This has been it's just a big blessing.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
I know that your children and Ron's children, Trevor and Ben and Austin and them, Ashley, just great kids, great friends. We've shared pictures from way back when I had hair. I mean, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? But family is wonderful. We talked about that earlier. Family is everything, as a matter of fact. That's why we work. That's why we do the things we do. And you have a beautiful family.
Thank you.
Beautiful family. Yes, absolutely. And but thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Okay? And I hope you learned something today. I surely did. And we're going to continue these programs. We're going to come to you every month. I'm going to have Christy on. We'll talk about all kind of things. If you've got questions that you'd like to share with me around town, on Facebook or email or with Christy, we'll talk about them on the air. We'll answer your questions right here on the air, and I just put you on the spot there, didn't I?
There you go. That's great.
Yeah,
No, that's good. I mean, I'm all about educating, especially when it comes to, you know, insurance.
Yep. And we're going to have some seminars coming up with some other places here in town, so we'll be sharing that with you in the future. But we really appreciate you joining us today. You know, I appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for joining us.